All right. We are loading live here. Jesse Nelson. Quick little pre-round press conference. We're live now. Yep. You want to get back in the picture?
Oh, yeah.
Go through what's in the bag. We like to know what's in the bag.
I don't even
Callaway from head to toe.
TI
Yep.
Fusion irons.
Triple black diamond looks
For
like
about
on the
3 more
driver.
days, this driver.
Yeah, new year, new gear coming up.
New dump wood.
Getting excited about the release of the new stuff from Callaway?
It's in the mail right now.
Elite.
Big Bertha Alpha from 16.
Okay. 5 wood, 3 wood? What are we talking here? 3 wood.
What is that? 16? That's a long time ago now.
2016?
Yeah.
That is a long time. We're going to reject the permissions. I'm just going to get loaded up here on the Darts World Championship broadcast online.
Dual broadcasting. Show screen and screen if that's wrong.
Little picture in picture. That'd be awesome. Instead of a mini map, we'd just throw up Luke Littler drilling bullseyes in the corner.
Okay.
All right, Team Blue today throwing me off in that top left corner. We've got Jesse Nelson about to rip it. Hole 1, Kapalua Plantation Course. SGT Pro Tour action here. This is going to be through the fairway down to the bottom of the hill. Get to the flat stuff. Jesse, one of the more aggressive players on tour, just pounds driver all day, even when 3 wood is the play. Unafraid of a downhill rough lie. We've got 128 here to the green. On a good line. Just creeps over that front edge, and we've got a 30-footer for an opening birdie.
What were your splits this morning? Or with this? Because you were 14, weren't you?
I was 6 under round 1, 8 under round 2, I believe. Stand by, I will confirm here. Pull up the leaderboard at the Sentry, Kapalua Plantation Course. The leaderboard will pop up from time to time in the lower left-hand corner. T-Booms, pair of 12 under for 24, 2-day total. There's 2 tied at 22 under. Sauce Boss has faded all the way down to 14th at 14 under, 6 under, 8 under.
How is what, 6?
Haugen, let me jump back. I'm gonna, instead of scrolling, I'm just gonna type in a name here. Adam Haugen, 9 total, 6 under, 3 under. Stamina was the issue today. .202-yard par 3 second hole. Jesse takes aim at the fat part of the green. And we've got another lengthy one here.
Ooh, don't make that mistake again. Yeah. See that?
Should probably check those on the approach from time to time. I will say this, my second round, hole 5 of the Tips Tour, I had a 24-footer for eagle, putted it off the green, had a birdie chip of 25 feet, and ended up making a 5-footer for bogey when it was all said and done. On its way. A sweet stroke inside the 5-foot gimme circle, a par for Jesse.
Is this shorter than
It's about 1,000 yards shorter than the Tips, yes. Yep, somebody like you is going to have a lot of wedges today, 40 to 60 yarders, if not less. Currently, round 1, there are 4 skins out there. 4 skins. Round 2 at 0. Lots of skin potential round 2.
Sure.
Back to the leaderboard here, we find Jesse in the deep rough at the par 4 third. Oh, expertly judged. Just outside of 15 foot here, slippery one down the slope.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh, good. Stephen A. Smith's program started at 2 o'clock. That's fantastic.
I can change it.
You don't have to change it, but if you could mute it, that would be fantastic.
Just muted him.
He's so angry, it makes me angry. In case you missed it, we cleaned up the birdie putt nicely. We are 1 under through 3, trending in the right direction.
I don't know why they pay that guy so much. Oh, sorry, Jesse.
It's okay.
Like, I don't know why they pay that
Gonna
guy so
be okay. Gonna trickle into the semi-rough up the left-hand side. About 160 yards.
Who's semi-rough? What's that, 5%?
Uphill a little bit here. Downwind. Should even each other out. I think he's gonna play this right about the number. Oh, interesting.
That was red, wasn't it?
Thought you were in the zone there. Struggling with my password at the moment for my darts broadcast. There we go. Back to the action. Fairway right in front of the green here. Up a little bit of a false front. Gets it to land softly. I like how you carried that almost all the way there. Take a lot of that out of play.
Yeah, with it being, you know. They got me on the tips tour. Is this right?
Looks like I went with the Spanish broadcast accidentally. We're going to back out of that real quick. English. There we go. Jesse, your question was in regards to the length of the hole in relation to the par?
Yeah.
Yes, it is a short par 5.
Par.
Yeah, in a couple holes there is going to be a par 4 that's longer than this.
What?
Yes.
I'm losing yards, though.
That's all right. The angle's getting better for you from down there. Just 139 in here. Downwind, uphill. After coming up short last hole, I think he's going to want to get this one all the way there. Caddy gave me the signal that was a pitching wedge. Leaking into the green side bunker below the pin. 9 feet. We'll have to get this up quickly and hope it lands softly. The height was okay. They just need a little more oomph, a little more carry, here. It's all right. With this club, always a threat to make here. Just didn't release quite like he was expecting. He's going to be in for a par 5 as we transition to the 6th hole. Ultimately downhill in nature, straight for a while, sharply downhill the last 100 yards or so. Up the left side will not take advantage of any roll. We are still atop the hill, 127 yards away. Jesse, much like Adam, part of the Grandview squad that refuses to check heat maps.
Let's take a look now.
There just could be some funky stuff going on there. A real quick glance. A real quick glance there. It's on a really good line. A little firm though. All right, pitching back up at this. Fairly straightforward. Has enough green to work with. This is expected to come to rest in that friendly gimme circle or at the bottom of the cup. A good run there. Wanted to make that one.
Here's the par 4.
This is a par 4, yes. About 30 yards longer than that par 5. Still downhill as well. Aggressive line, beautiful strike. Up the right side will come to rest in the fairway, I believe could trickle, and it does, into the semi-rough again. Fairways tough to find here at Kapalua. Jesse can oftentimes be somewhat of a boring player, likes to keep a clean card. Very ho-hum, if you will, fairways, greens. A wonderful shot there is going to put us right around 20 feet for birdie here.
How many more rounds are the darts and stuff? How long?
This is the finals. This is the finals today. 2.5 weeks of darting action comes to conclusion this afternoon. I'm going to watch that.
No, I mean post darts.
Oh, post darts. Oh! Trickles by the top edge and refuses to drop. We're stuck still at 1 under par. We've got a little dinner going on with my grandma and grandpa up at Norway Ridge tonight. 6 o'clock. Supper club reservations.
Very nice.
Get down a touch, maybe? Okay, land soft, it should.
Is that downhill?
A little bit downhill, yeah, about 10 yards. About 10 yards.
Not. Get the onion rings.
Not recommend the onion
They're
rings?
good, but they're sourdough.
Sourdough
like, fill
onion
you
rings? Oh,
Me and Jamie went there. We got to order onion ring, like a platter. And like ate that,
Interesting.
and, like we were just stuffed.
Hmm.
Can't even finish our meals.
I hadn't given it much thought. I should preemptively
Something to consider.
scope out that menu. Although I do know I already have my dessert picked out. It's a grasshopper. A little mint ice cream dinner drink.
Yeah.
The grasshopper will be had by me after supper tonight.
Course is playing unique today. 484 now. Isn't it?
Yes, identical yardage,
Straight uphill.
but you get an extra stroke to play with.
Back up a lot. And looks like you can run out of room, huh?
Breeze out of the southwest today, Poipuhana Bay. 2 miles an hour off the left here. Hit hard up the left-hand side. Going to be through the fairway, which is typical. All gas, no brakes. Jesse Nelson. 210 yards away. Uphill. Quite a bit uphill. I would say this is playing more like 235. Let's see what he's got here. Looks like he went with 4-iron. Hit solidly. Comes up just a bit short, 17 yards to be exact. Comfortable number for Jesse out on the actual course. Has been known to pace these off, walk up there, get a little look at the green.
Yeah, well, that'd be the Y, right?
Here we're gonna do the Y. We're gonna check the heat map. Carried it just a bit too far. Was on a really, really good line though. I thought it was going to hit the flag. Another green in reg. Another birdie putt upcoming.
All right, we gotta go on back, eh?
Front nine noticeably more difficult than the back, confirmed by all the contestants this week so far. As we make the turn, Jesse currently on pace for 4 under. Not what he's hoping for. I think he's going to turn up the heat here on the back nine. Turn it up he does. Hammered up the left-hand side, almost green high. 38 yards remain on this par 4. A quick wedge check. He's got the right loft. Fairly flat lies, a mere 4 degrees upright here. Runs it through and out the backside of the gimme circle. We've got 8 feet for a much needed second birdie of the round. Rams it right in.
Pretty slow, right?
Realizing you need to be aggressive on these Stimp 11 greens. Tim and I did vacuum back here a couple days ago. Have you noticed that the carpet's rolling a little bit faster than usual?
Yes. Less bumpy for sure. Which makes sense, right?
Saws off the finish, flighting it right at it. Pin high right on the green. We've got a good look here, inside of 30 feet. Downhill significantly. Let's see how aggressive he ends up being with this. Probably. Turn for him. Oh man, what a putt. One of those rounds so far. Very, very close. Just not dropping.
Well, he beat Haugen's 105-foot putt.
That putt from earlier today at 105 feet 1 inch, that might stand as the longest putt made for quite some time. Hang on here. What happened? The ultra aggressive Jesse Nelson went down to 3-wood on the drivable 12th par 4. I wonder what his caddy said to him. In the deep stuff here, gonna need a nice shot to find and hold that putting surface. Visibly rattled at this point. Ball was not in the zone.
Oh, I feel like that was a number too. That's a good number.
Comes out at 80. Okay, all right. Not bad, just inside of 18 feet here. Uphill, slight left to righter, one you can be aggressive with here. And aggressive with it he was. Birdie on 12, 3 under. Another moderately short par 4 here. Let's see if he goes 3-wood again. No, he's pulled the driver. Yeah, it's the right play. Driver a real strength for Jesse. In 2024, he was half a stroke better than the field. Strokes gained .56 off the tee. Where he really shines, though, was the approach. 1.57 strokes gained per round. Add it all up, the putting included, a total of 3.56 strokes gained per round. Impressive. Did they go severely uphill? Okay, it got there. We're pin high right, 22 feet away. That extra click, beautifully judged, execution top notch,
This is
back-to-back birdies.
little too nice, isn't it, Sean?
They just keep getting shorter. 273 the distance here. Uphill almost 20 yards, downwind a little. Needs to draw a little bit and is a little too much. Hammered up the right side, 30 yards past the green. An okay spot to be overall. I wonder if he'll check the heat map for that false front. And he does. Apologies to the viewers and listeners. I will be severely distracted as the championship final, the 2025 Darts World Championship, has now begun. Okay, overall, that's not too bad. I've seen that roll out to about 30 yards.
That's what.
Oh, robbery. Hit that one right where you wanted to, and it just didn't drop. move to the par 5 15th here at Kapalua Plantation Course. Hold off, beautifully done. The fairway finder finds the fairway for now. As we trickle down towards the edge, this will most likely find the semi-rough. Oh, we're going to stay there. Count it. Fairway hit. Quick check of the stats. That is indeed the second fairway found today. Let's see if he can take advantage.
Wow. That was way down.
Uphill all the way. Gonna come up about 21 yards short. Rounded up to 22. Like he was watching in the hallway. This is right where he showed up for Adams round 2 with 3 holes to go. The cooler in the building. Tim Martin is joining us.
Just got off the phone with our good doctor friend.
I'm sure you did.
I did.
Oh, probably got what he deserved there. He's going to have to putt this one out, but it ended up okay. Which doctor? Borkan? Hansky?
It's not Dr. Hansky. I get
Ah.
to see Dr. Hansky live next week. He's going to look into my eyes and see what's wrong with them. See if they need new.
Tapped in
Prescription.
beautifully. Birdie is taking advantage of these par 5s today.
We don't need cheaters yet, so it's a big deal. He can't believe it. I know we're not talking about the golf, but Jesse's now -5. 3 holes left.
Swung hard, hit hard, right on line. Going to find the fairway. 173.3 ball speed. Total spin 2,200. Impressive.
That's a good distance for Jay.
Impressive.
55 yards. Got his 58 degree, I'm guessing. Okay, I gotta leave this call. Sorry.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, it's not the SGT tour. This is. I mean,
Most people will, out of common courtesy, silence their cell phones when they're in the presence of tournament golf. Not T-Mart. Not T-Mart. All right. Subpar effort there. 31.5 feet. Slightly uphill. Should be braking from right to left. How did that not drop? Unbelievable. That was a fantastic effort. Could have went in for the same price. 514 yards here, par 4, penultimate hole, 17th. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention to the lights or anything.
Check the tape.
I just,
Check the tape.
I can't rewind whilst recording. Let's just try and pay a little closer attention, huh?
A little more money, Poppy.
All right, bunts one out there to make sure it stays in the fairway. Should trickle down.
This is a long
This is a long one, but you're going to get some rollout here. Space bar for pace of play. We appreciate that. 174.
That's on a little tier up there.
Looks like it's on a little bit of a ridge, yeah. A little bit of wind out of Poipuhana Bay off his right and in the face. Looked like he went soft. 7-iron flighted right at it. Oh, carried a little long there. Maybe should have been the 8-iron. It was really good. It was too good.
Yeah.
It was too good. Cautiously chips it down the slope, 7 feet, 5 inches away. This is a big putt to keep the momentum going. And it's in. It is in. The par 5, 591 yard, 18th hole here. Not reachable for everybody, but with Jesse's power and accuracy off the tee, he's going to be looking to get home in 2 here. A little bit of a whoopsie there. It is going to hang up in that left rough. Don't see that too often from a player of Jesse's caliber. So we're really trying to get after that one.
Whoa. That's just rough play.
Luke Littler takes set 1, 3 games to 1, and is up early
Okay.
in the World Championships.
Okay.
Gonna be okay-ish. Got a considerable side slope to consider here, but just 60 yards left for a third. Get a little heat map. This green aggressively slopes from right to left and front to back. Utilizing the slope nicely, we're going to have 23 feet for a closing birdie here to tie Sauce Boss round 1. Set himself up to make a move on Adam Haugen PGA in round 2. He just broke a little more than expected in the circle for a par. A 5 under 68 for Jesse Nelson, 5 birdies, 13 pars, 107.76 feet of putts made. A little lower than average 4 fairways, but they're tough to find out here with the way the ball rolls out. We going right into round 2?
Yeah, I'm
right
bucking. I mean,
into
you
round
are
2.
easy.
I love it. I love it.
Behind the scenes.
We're going to refresh here, get a little update on the leaderboard. Leader is still 24 under, 2 tied at 22. There's 2 18s, a 17, 3 16s, 3 15s. In 14th place, Sauce Boss, 14 under. 1,
Better
2,
nine,
3, 4,
nine to meet up
5,
with
13 unders, a 12, a handful of 11s and 10s. It's out there for the taking, but he's got to go get it. quick refreshment. What do we have in there? A little Coke? Pepsi?
Poppy cranberry.
Poppy cranberry.
Poppy cola.
I'm going to keep that off the screen because that doesn't look like poppy cola to me.
This is the best.
Kapalua takes a while to load. As it does, let's pull up Jesse's round one and recap. A 5 under, 68, 4 fairways, 13 gers, 26 putts.
Wow, windier today.
And we're off. Starting out the round very aggressively through the fairway. A much more level stance than round one. He finds himself 175 yards away.
Saw Van Buren miss.
Set one got away from him.
First game.
Set one got away from him.
How close is that, Jess?
Go a little bit.
You got different. Are they all black like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Just inside of 30 feet here, safely aboard the first green. Uncomfortable with the initial read there, going to play a little bit more break. You needed one more click, it looks like, or just a little more pace.
Good putt.
Thanks, Tim.
Oh, Tim's back.
Good mark up.
No, I'm in and out of here.
Can we get the phone on vibrate or silence or something? We've got competitive golf being played here.
Never know what this is called. That. Oh, he left his club.
Well, you were talking in his backswing again.
You were egging me on. It's gonna work just fine. Look at that thing. Funnel down there. Keep
Space
going.
bar, this
Get
is-
inside. Pretty good. Sort of considering I was talking during his backswing.
11
Van
feet.
Ah, Littler.
Hammered it. Hammered it right through the break. That made Tim uncomfortable. He's now standing. I anticipate he'll be leaving soon.
I don't want to be the cause of anything. I'm just telling you. I don't need that pressure.
An uncharacteristic 3-putt, and Tim is out of here. Wow. The third hole, round 2, looking to bounce back. A little bit of anger in that one. We got 175 ball speed. That is going to find the fairway. Stay in it. Semi-rough. Semi-rough. We've got an uphill approach here, 67 yards. Okay, it stays dangerously close to that false front, but we've got 30 feet back uphill, right to left, settles in on the break, approaches the ball, doubles back to the computer, adding a little bit more break. Seems like that 3-putt is now setting up residence in his head. Pace shouldn't be an issue on Stimp 11s, but it has been.
Save a swing there, Sean.
Huge, huge.
Take for me. Poor bit.
All right, pumps a fade up the right center of the fairway. Bouncing into that slope, releasing left. We've got about 120 yards remaining here.
Hole 3-3.
Looks to be gap wedge. Yes, Caddy gave me the signal. We've got gap wedge here. Adjusting for the lie. This is one of those you want to fly it all the way to the hole. Stay. Stay. That was hole high right, and now it's backtracking. Fast forward into the semi-rough, off that false front. Scramble mode engaged.
This is a nothing free. How did it stay?
How did that stay? We don't know, but we're going to go ahead and putt from there anyways. The aiming indicators cascading towards Jesse's feet, indicating he is on a slope. Runs it by the right side, another blemish.
A little bit early, you know, Sean?
A lot of golf left.
No, I'm talking about the follow left early. A little bit, you know.
Hammered low and up the middle, will trickle out to that right shelf of the fairway in that 160 range. Stay in the fairway. There we go. There we go. Par 5, fifth hole, 160 yards in. Trying to win, straightening it out. Hang on. Finds the bunker. Excuse me. Oh, well done, even though it trickled outside the circle. Jesse, last year, 2024, 60.76% out of the bunkers.
Where is he pulling this stuff from? I forgot the year change.
2025 trending in the right direction. 3 for 4 so far, 75%. This would get him to 80. It's in, and we're 4 for 5 to start the new year.
And of course you must play to that standard, and you know that, but it doesn't guarantee anything. Might have to do a little more than that at times.
Par 4, 6th hole here. Just got one back, looking to get another one.
So used to 4 visits, you're gonna have to produce a bunch.
Hammered up the right side, drawing beautifully. That is going to find the speed slot here and release.
Get to the left. Get to the left.
Trickle into the rough, a mere 24 yards from the flag.
Forces him to hit a treble or that. Leave a finish. You should know by now, just setting up something.
Throws it out to the left. It's coming back down to the right, past the pin.
Settled in the least.
In the 8-foot range here.
Just his second leg of this final, Michael Van Gerwen.
His concentration being tested at the moment.
Both on big stages. Littler has won pretty much all of the legs. He won
Right in the heart. Proper pace. Another birdie, and we're back to even par.
for the last 24 legs. Some streak against the 3-time world champion.
Currently sitting 4 shots behind co-worker Adam Haugen, PGA. He's going to try and turn it on here.
3-0 up in sets in world finals and end up losing. And as our comrade Rod Studd referred to, things tend to regress to the mean eventually. I.e. that Michael should start winning more legs, more share of legs against the
Hit very well up the right center of the fairway. Should put one of his shorter clubs in his hand. This is not done rolling yet either, folks. 350, almost 360 yards total, leaving himself just 123 yards away.
Wonderful setup play here. Oh, just has to survive Littler. He took out the 170 in the semi last night. Is he going to do it in the third? Yes, he isn't. Smirk on his face, sets it up nicely for Michael Van Gerwen to break the Littler throw for the first time.
An interesting selection there. Tried to flight one in under the wind. Came up quite a bit short here.
Misses double 10. The double 5 comes to his rescue. That is a huge let-off for Littler.
He's got to go. All right, just outside of 9 feet here.
First was the very first
Looking to
leg.
get his par and move on to the 8th.
Well, you don't see Michael Van Gerwen finishing this match with that sort of checkout percentage. The problem comes is if it takes him quite a long while to get it back to
Slightly breaking right to left in the hole for a par.
Well, he's played so many of these World Championship matches, let alone this is 7th final.
Kapalua Plantation course. We're here round 2.
Formats of the final.
Pro Tour SGT.
And
Jay Nell has reached the 8th hole, 5 under for the tournament, even par on his round today.
whether he reaches it, that's a whole other
Going
story.
to be another green in regulation and lengthy birdie attempt.
170. Can't get it started this time.
Looking like he's playing about 4.5 feet of break here. Downhill 10 inches. This is a field type putt.
He won't get this combination
runs it by the hole, through the circle, out the other side. We've got 10 feet coming back.
Couple of misses from Luke Linton. Tokyo, it's turn to be let off, but he's got to capitalise on that. Yeah, double perhaps? No. Quite odd, trying to go for the treble 20 to leave number
Pours it in for a par 4, and we move to the 9th. Interesting to see what the strategy is here as we run out of fairway at about the 260 mark.
leading it 2-1 and throwing for a 3-set lead. And just noticing we had such a spectacular
5 under
this standard and
for the event, even par today. Par 5 9th. Looking to step on the gas and catch Adam Haugen, PGA, currently finished at 9 under. Hammers a cut up the middle. That's going to be through the fairway, into the rough, but that was the plan. That was the plan.
You okay, Al?
Got a little bit of a wrong tube situation here. Fought through it nicely. 7.6 downslope here, 1.1 to the left. To be a hard 5-iron up the left-hand side, going to be just fine, offering plenty of green to work with for the 3rd here. We've gone from not checking the heat maps at all to leaving them on for the approach shots. Jesse's going to need to pause at the turn and reinvest in his round if he wants to get some World Golf Ranking points. A clutch birdie putt there to get to red figures for the round.
Are you running 7 on the side to catch you?
To catch me?
Yeah.
I'm 14 total. So you need 8 more. You're 3 behind Haugen, 4 to pass him. But the back nine's gettable here at Kapalua. Plantation course, making the turn here, hole 10, Jesse Nelson. He's got the stripy hoodie on today, feeling good, taking it right at the green. Gonna come up just short, trickle down, looks like into the rough, 21-ish yards away.
That might be a putt situation, John. I'm short-sighted.
Has to hope to get a chance here. He has to take out these sorts of outs, and when you're playing people that are this talented at their best, you need to take these sorts of finishes, let alone the ones under 100 he's been missing. Treble 18 is not found. He's dragged into the foursome. It's another loose job. Erratic stuff from MVG.
Catches a piece, but releases out of the circle. Okay, though, we've got 5.5 feet here for a birdie.
You can't even leave hit a treble to leave a double. I'm just going to hit anything I want to, and watch this. Well, here you are, John. Look, we know he goes unconventional routes. He's had a go at 70 before in this match and got a more conventional treble 10. Is he doing that to rub Michael Van
Right in the heart, back-to-back birdies to kick off the back nine. All of a sudden, he's got Adam Haugen in his sights. And if he can get real hot here on the back nine, he's looking to catch the sauce boss.
feeling at every turn, MVG. I'm just trying to get a pop at a double these days. He was
Par 3 11th. 143 on the card. Plays a little bit downhill, but into the wind as well. Another one of the patented sawed-off follow-throughs from Jay Nell. Going to end up about hole high to the right, 12 and a half feet away. Fantastic shot.
Now we really have to pay attention where he might go. Double 7 is a textbook way he's just managed it. Second for visiting.
And it catches the left side, drops in. Another birdie. Jesse feeling it all of a sudden, up to 8 under.
The next score of the minute is 11.
3 in a row, 5 of his last 7. He's got driver out aggressively here at the 12th.
One more leg, it's 3, and it will be 4-0 in
Lost it a little bit to the right wind, trying to hold it up. Gonna be okay, but short-sided again. Nothing he can't handle. He's been magical with the wedge this round.
maybe a little unfortunate. Again, the set format does lend itself to comebacks. In fact, Luke was ahead in the final last year. 4 sets to 2. And, Luke Humphreys came back from that. But this is looking like a whole other sort of score line here.
Oh, clanks one off of the stick. It does release out to about 12 feet, but a fantastic shot there. Like I said, magical with that wedge today.
And it's going to afford him an opportunity to break the Littler throw for the first time in this fight. Just once hit a treble, make your life easier. No. Double 16.
Putter on fire as well. That's a 4-bagger for Jay Nell as we transition to the 13th. Another medium short par 4 here. The real challenge is up by the green. If you can avoid that fairway bunker with your tee shot, leave you with a shortish 60-ish yard shot in.
Time for celebration for Michael.
Pumped hard up the right-hand side. I fear too hard, though. That could reach the bunker. We got a soft landing. We're going to be okay. 53 yards away.
That's not the one.
This is the one.
And MPG get one real big burst of form here. Salvage the set. It's one job here in this leg, holding throw, but then have to probably make a 4 visit. Leg himself.
Tries to steer clear of that false front. This ball's not down yet, though. Stop. I think it did, Jesse. Oh, man. Oh, there it goes. 20 yards again. And we've got a delicate little pitch shot from here. Does look like he managed to avoid all of the other divots, so we have a good lie.
Curious choices needed from a man this far down. The percentage is making right, but he's taking on Luke Littler. That is a dangerous game to play. Another set.
Well struck, a tad too aggressive, but you couldn't risk leaving it short again.
The gambit.
We've got 10 feet for par here.
No, it doesn't. He left himself 3 darts at double. He has bust his score for the second time in this final, and surely the 4th set is now Littler's. Double 10. There is a real chance here that the World Championship final could turn into a rout. Because with one of the greatest players ever to throw a dart is getting a hiding from a 17-year-old at the moment. Littler 4, Van Gerwen 0.
cleans it up for a bogey, potentially eliminating him from Sauce Boss. Still has Haugen set in his sights, one stroke behind him, 5 to play. Drove it over this green last time, tried to hold off a butter cut, it looks like. We've got it pin high left here, 18 yards. Would love to get this up and down. Caught a little bit of a flyer there. Got 21 feet left. This teetering on must make. And it just didn't break. 4 birdies in a row. That's in for a par. We move on to the gettable par 5, 15th hole, 517 yards. Absolutely annihilated. He was looking for a fade and he got a draw. Gonna be okay. Gonna careen down the slope, down through the fairway, most likely into the rough.
What's Haugen at again?
Haugen's at 9.
How many back row?
1.
Oh.
With 174 left in on a par 5. Haugen in his office now, probably watching the score as we speak. Potentially misclubbing there. Still in an okay spot here, pin tucked way back on that right-hand plateau. We've got 25 yards to it. Bounces up right past it, into the circle. Birdie on the card.
Welcome back to the finals night here at the Palace. By the way, make a note of this. The Premier League lineup is going to be announced on Monday. See the big reveal on 4:30 live on Sky Sports News. Well, these two are going to be at the moment last year's Premier League champ, Luke Littler.
Staying aggressive, opted for the driver here on the 16th, up the right-hand side in the rough, but okay, 53 yards away.
Can mighty Michael Van Gerwen then mount a comeback? Let's find out. Let's hit back. Johnny Down.
4 under for the round today, 5 under. Round 1 gives him a 9 under total, currently holding the tiebreaker over Adam.
But there's a lot of pretty disappointing stuff in between them, and particularly on the doubles, not just the success rate, John.
Got their releases nicely, a little conservative with the aim point there.
Next with Dawson double, Luke Littler, 14, Michael Van Gerwen, just 8. Well, yeah, just
23 feet away from that magical number of 10.
just about 50% and 48%. A full 30% ahead of the 18 of Michael Van Gerwen. The single worst aspect of his game, hitting the double, but also he's not hitting trebles to set up doubles enough. Well, there's 3 trebles there, but Littler started with 3, and he's carrying on. Not for
leaves it hanging on the lip. One more revolution, and that's in. It's crunch time now. The extremely lengthy and difficult par 4 17th, 9 under.
No need for a trouble to leave a double here, Nick. He's getting the signal, which he's done, double top. Misses from
Pumps a high cut up the right hand side. This is going to work out just fine. We'll catch some of that slope. Stays in the fairway. 183 remains.
I'm gonna give it to her. Actually, you know what I mean?
That's awkward. Somehow finds a way off that leading barrel and into the bottom without
Downhill slightly. We've got wind in our face and off the right hand side to the tune of 10 miles an hour.
in this final. You want to look at parallels. Already drawn the parallel. Michael Van Gogh in his first World Championship final back in 2013.
Hangs up in the semi-cut fringe, 18 yards away. This one's going to be kind of quick coming down this slope, and my guess is a little bit left to right. I don't know when our camera got bumped there. I apologize to our viewers. Like I said, I am fully enthralled in this darts match. Plays a low runner down the hill, tracking nicely. Oh my word, how does it not go? Jesse Nelson has to be wondering what he's got to do to get to that number of 10 under.
I thought that one could have snuck in.
We're battling a little bit of afternoon sun back here as well.
Scary thing is, Luke Littler has formed up in this, and there's only really one set where he has really moved through the gears. The rest okay, just a good.
Trying to turn a little bit. This is pumped up the right-hand side. Might need to sit down. Oh, it's going to hang up in the rough, not catch the slope. Not what he wanted to see, needing birdie here.
Surprising, perhaps, to some of our viewers. At least it is to me.
Other than being in the front, that's pretty close to the other spot I was, wasn't it?
Correct, yes.
Pooped.
I was worried about that 9-degree downslope.
Was it 9? I
It
thought
was,
it was 1.9.
I think it was 9.0.
Oh, the down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wenger was very fortunate that Luke didn't throw 180 there or the like.
All right. At this point, I will say, Jesse, you do hold the tiebreaker, so par technically means you beat Adam, but we'd all like to see you get aggressive here and finish with a birdie.
It's almost like a cat toying with a mouse. No need to hit a big score.
At the release a little bit. Gonna have a chance, albeit an outside chance, 33 feet away.
This is cruel stuff. Feel that way to Michael Van Gogh at the minute. He also knows Michael Van Gogh, and he made a career out of beating the living daylights out of anybody who came across him. That's the game. That's the leg though, Fred.
Another one that burns the edge around that could have been.
Regular level of play. Well, yeah, I mean,
7 birdies, 3 bogeys, 4 under, good enough to tie Adam Haugen PGA